Morning.
Yeah.
Oh, rough night.
I've been in the theatre since 5 o'clock this morning. Oh, God. Scrambled eggs and baked beans again.
I should have some. There's no bread, the coffee's cold, the tea's stewed, and the marmalade's all gone.
Great!
Well, it's your own fault. You're late.
What? You know, I wish I had a quid for every hour of lost sleep I had. I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, come on, Duncan. Surely you're not hinting that you're underpaid.
Not too right. And I'm not the only one. The papers are full of letters from disgusted doctors.
There's a bloke here who wouldn't agree with you.
Who?
Listen. Dear sir, in view of the recent announcement by the British Medical Association that they are to review the salaries and working conditions of junior hospital staff, I feel that a few words need to be said to put the matter into perspective.
Right.
Junior doctors in our modern hospitals have all the advantages of a vocational career with high job satisfaction, greatly improved conditions at work, excellent prospects, and a position of respect in society.
Cobblers.
Quite. In view of these facts, might I suggest that their labours are amply, indeed generously, rewarded.
What?
Yeah. I often contrast the luxurious life of the modern houseman with my own early days in medicine before the Great War.
There you go. What does an old Burke like that know about
Oh, come on, be fair. He's got a point. I mean, the prospects are good. Now, take radiology. If I play my cards right, I could be a consultant by the time I'm 30.
Yeah, in Grimsby.
Yes, well,
Oh, admit it, Paul. It's ruddy murder. So you might end up coining it in Harley Street by the time you're 50, but I'd prefer to have a few creature comforts now while I can still enjoy them.
Do I hear the militant voice of revolt?
Yes, we want more money.
Oh, money's easy enough to get hold of if you go about it the right way. Remember Colin Pettigrew, who was a year ahead of us at medical school? Yeah. Bumped into him the other day. He's making $8,000 a year.
God, Struth, what's he doing?
Went into advertising.
Ah, well, there you go. Well, look at us, flogging our guts out, living for years in some grotty room. Yes, sir, no, sir, be sure you don't offend the bosses. You do all the right things, and at the end of it, you just might be made a consultant. And if not...
That's right.
Oh, Duncan's all right. He'll get on all right. He's got his BTA.
BTA?
Been to America. Believe me, that's worth more than a cartload of degrees and fellowships. Oh, I'll have my breakfast now, Ruth. Thank you.
Well, I tell you, we'd all be better off over there. I wish I'd never come back.
Really?
Well, to be perfectly frank, Duncan, with regards to your observations on our working conditions in relation to our remunerations, I will agree with you insofar as this. I think it's a bloody disgrace.
Do you know something? We ought to set up our own time and motion study. You know, see how hard we really do work and send our findings to the British Medical Association.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Splendid. Yeah. You set it up, Paul, and we'll be glad to cooperate.
Yeah. Yes. Why me?
We don't work as hard as we do.
Oh, come on now. Radiology's a very responsible job.
What? Better pay, more prospects, less hours?
Yes, and you're still not satisfied.
That's true. All right, I'll see if I can wangle a week off to do private research into it.
Good man. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Lovely.
What, pray, is that?
2 rashers of best back bacon, lightly poached eggs, fresh cup of Lapsang Souchong tea, 2 slices of toast, English butter, and a pot of Oxford marmalade.
Stirred but not shaken.
How do you manage it,
Oh,
Richard?
just a little charm in the right places, that's all.
Honestly.
Oh, I do enjoy my breakfast.
Hell! Oh, well, mustn't waste. Oh, what a beautiful looking pot.
I'll have that if you don't mind.
Do you know something? This time and motion study ought to be very interesting. I'll need a few days to set it up, of course. Loftus.
What?
No. We should do a study on Loftus, see how hard he works to compare consultants with housemen.
Good idea.
Yeah. Well, will you ask him?
Oh, come off. You ask him. It's your idea.
Yes. He won't mind, will he?
Time and motion study?
Yes, sir.
On me?
Yes, sir. You and a few others, sir.
Collie, I realise it's a great interest to know how a doctor spends his time, but have you nothing better to do with yours?
Well, I have been given a week off for private investigation, sir.
Oh, well, I like to see a bit of initiative. What do you want to know?
Well, sir, how many hours you work for a start?
Oh, well, I should say, let me see now, I work about...
Oh, no, I need to know exactly, sir. And here's a day sheet, you see. Every hour of every day has to be entered into this sheet.
I haven't time to do that. I'm far too busy.
Oh, it won't take a minute, sir. And if you could, will you also wear this?
I beg your pardon?
Would you wear this, sir? It has a pedometer fixed to it, you see, to measure the distance you walk every day. Every time your foot goes down, it clicks the heel around, you see.
You want me to wear that?
Yes, sir.
On my foot?
Yes, sir.
In public?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry it's only the left foot. I haven't got a pair.
Oh, what a pity.
Nobody will notice, I'm sure.
Yes, it's rather a quiet design. Have you nothing with a stiletto heel in shocking pink wet-look plastic with gold teddy bears on it?
Well, it's only for a week, sir, and it is in the cause of science. Will you wear it, sir?
Will I wear it, Collier?
You won't wear it, will you, sir?
Correct. Quite frankly,
Look,
Collier...
sir, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll wear it for you and follow you everywhere you go. I won't get in your way, and I'll fill in your day sheet as well.
All right, Collier, put it on.
Ah, thank you, sir.
You may follow me around and observe me if you must.
Very kind of you, sir.
Morning, sir.
The old war wound troubling you, Waring?
No, sir. It's a pedometer.
Yes, they're all the range, aren't they? Well, shall we commence the day's work before this time and motion study reveals that surgeons spend 90% of their day discussing footwear?
Right. Patrick Snoothwood first, sir.
Yes, we'll lead on.
Sir.
Morning, Jack.
Lovely day, sir.
Waring, I think I'd like you on the other side.
Sir.
There we are. Finished. Morning, Miss Brown. How are you? All right.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Waring. And good night to you, Collier.
Good night, sir.
You going to be my shadow for the whole of this week?
Yes, sir. Would you like to know how far we've walked today, sir?
I'd be fascinated.
Oh, just a minute. We have walked...
Oh, damn, I forgot. I promised to see Dr. Oates before we left.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Waring.
Oh, hang on. No.
Hello, Paul. You still here?
Yeah. What time is it?
1. More coffee?
Cheers. I'm just doing the final results of my time and motion study.
Well, that was weeks ago. I thought you'd scrapped it.
No, still working on it. Lots of figures.
And what are your conclusions, Doctor?
Depressing.
Told you, sir. Best thing you can do is scrap it and emigrate. Off to the good old US of A.
Yes, I will.
I tell you, you're wasting your... What?
I'm off. I'm going.
What?
To America. I've had enough.
Oh, yeah, but hang on, Paul. I mean, it's not that easy. I mean, you've got to pass an exam.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting my ECFMG tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, I thought about it for quite a while, so I'm going.
Oh, yeah, but why didn't you tell anybody?
Well, I wasn't sure about it, but anyway, it was your idea.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't really mean it.
Well, look at these figures.
Hey? Oh, well, it's a good job. I mean, for people as young as us, it's...
Oh, it's rotten. I mean, look at that week. Do you know how many hours you worked in that week? 54 hours.
54?
54 hours. And you were actually on call for 101 hours.
What?
That's
That's
more than 40.5 hours per day in a 7-day week.
Well, that was just an ordinary week.
Yeah, do you know what you earned in that ordinary week?
Oh,
35 pence.
35?
35 pence.
That's not very much, is it?
Do you know my mum pays her daily twice that?
Right. I mean, you can't compare the responsibility.
Responsibility. Do you know you were responsible for 32 inpatients? You had contact with 74 outpatients. That's 106 patients altogether, which works out at 5 3/4 pence per patient per day. You couldn't keep them in aspirins for that.
Is that all?
Also, on top of that, you had your unpaid research work for Loftus. And incidentally, in those 7 days, you walked a total of 41 miles.
Right. I'm coming to America with you.
I wish you two keep your voices down. There are people trying to sleep. Who's going to America, anyway?
I am.
You are?
Yep.
Not as easy as that, you know, Paul. I mean, before you can practice in America, you've got to prove that you're an upright, clean-living, commie-hating, mother-loving boy. And free from venereal disease. And you've got to pass your ECFMG exam.
Yes, I know. I'm taking it tomorrow morning.
I do believe he's serious.
You have a look at those figures, Dick. I never realised how hard I worked.
Dunks, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write all this in a letter to the British Medical Journal, and we can all sign it and let them know how a cross-section of junior hospital staff feel.
Yeah, a very cross-section.
Now, steady on. You don't upset anyone. I mean, you won't get on if you don't toe the line.
Yeah, disgusting, isn't it? I shall put that in the letter as well.
Well, I'm not signing anything until I've read it. And where is the letter?
I'm going to write it now.
Hey, it's 1:30, Paul.
So, what's another hour's work to the likes of us?
Right!
Dick, Dunks, quick, come on. Look, I've got to rush. I've got my American exam at 9, but here are the letters.
Good God.
I thought you were just going to send a friendly little note to the BMJ.
No, it's no good doing things half-cocked. No, I've written to the Times, the Guardian, the Telegraph, Express and Mail, Mirror and Sun, all the Sundays, Spectator, New Statesman, Oz, Ink and Thing, Lancet, Modern Medicine, Rebellion Titbits.
What about the British Medical Journal?
I forgot. Look, readdress one of those, one of the big ones. The one to the Telegraph. That's written in a bold, elegant style, and it pulls no punches.
You mean they're all different, huh?
Oh, yes, you've got to change your style to suit your readers. I mean, it's no good writing about chip butties in the Times.
Why are you writing about chip butties?
Shut up. Look, I've got to rush now, but don't forget, sign them and post them. And no chickening, no pseudonyms, you know, full name and address like me. Well, I'm going now. Well, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Cheers. Duncan, what is a chip butty?
Oh, Dick. Hey, look at that. He's really telling him, eh? Have a look.
Say, can't say that.
Oh, I know, it's perfectly true.
Yeah, but you can't say it. He'll get in the most appalling trouble. I mean, if any of the senior consultants read that, it'll kill them.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for, then?
Hey, no, wait a minute. We've got to sign him.
You must be joking.
Oh, come on. Can't let him do it by himself.
It's all right for him. He's going to America. We've got to work here. I mean, if we upset the authorities, we're going to be junior housemen on 35 pence an hour for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, but it's got to be said.
Yeah, but not by us, OK?
Oh, all right. Oh, look. Wait a minute. We better send one to the BMJ. It might do some good, eh?
No, we'll send this. The Daily Mirror.
Better than nothing.
BMJ. Square. London. WC1. That'll do.
Lovely. Goodbye. Oh,
A
Richard.
little tipple, I think.
How very kind of you, sir. I give you the BMJ. God help him.
Anything in there?
Yeah.
Yes, and here.
Oh, look, it's a bit of a cheat, though. They printed his letter, then they got a headline over the top saying, "Who's complaining, Doc?" and a picture of a bit of crumpet in a nurse's hat and nothing else.
Really?
Yeah. Good God, it's Nurse Willett. How the hell did they get onto that? Shh. Richard, you didn't.
I got 10 quid for that.
Naughty. Well, he seems to have made a clean sweep, doesn't he?
Ah! Have any of them dared to publish?
Oh, what? Have you said what they said in Things?
So look.
Says, own up, man. The BMA are a load up.
Yeah, shh, I know what it says. I wrote it.
I didn't know they were allowed to print things like that.
Oh, they can in there.
They get done for obscenity again.
Certainly will. Oh, did you read this in the Times?
The Times! Oh, listen to this for sheer eloquence. And so finally I say to the BMA, it is not only the patients who are sick, it is you who are sick. Nay, it is the whole country that is sick. And, moreover, it is we who are sick and tired. So now, we ask you, nay, command you to consider us overexploited, overworked, overlooked. Over to you, signed Dr. Paul Collier, St. Swithin's Hospital. Hey, just a minute. Bloody hell, you didn't sign it.
Didn't we?
Oh, you chickens.
Oh, well, come on, Paul. I mean, we got to work here. If
No,
we've done
I don't
it, you know.
care if you haven't got the courage of your convictions. I don't mind being a martyr to my beliefs.
It's all right for you. You're fleeing the country.
Yes, yes, and you'll be glad when I've gone, when you're living off the fat wages I got for you. I shall go down as the Emily Pankhurst of Doctors' Liberation.
Well, I mean, you do understand,
Oh,
though,
I
don't
understand that you're feeble enough to be content with your creepy struggle up the ladder. Fine, fine, fine. Here, read this week's BMJ. That'll make your hair curl.
They published your letter in there, did they?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure they must have done.
Hang on.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Well, go on, read it out.
Dear old codgers. Young Doc's underpaid. Blimey, I should say so. I'm sure you old pair know the saying, a good young un will always beat a good old un.
You should have sent that to the BMJ. I said send a posh one.
Oh, well, they got a bit mixed up.
Yeah, it's a bit of a giggle, though, isn't it?
I get this. And as for those out-of-touch old stick-in-the-muds at the BMA...
Oh, shut up, will you?
They ought to get out their wheelchairs.
Look, I said shut up.
Oh, come on, Paul. They can't touch you in the States.
I'm not going to the States.
What?
I failed the ruddy exam. That's because I was up all night writing those rotten letters.
Say that again without moving your lips. Hey! Hello, Paul. Where you been, mate?
I'm keeping out of the way. I'm going to lie low till things die
Oh,
down.
come on.
What do you mean, come on? If any of those consultants see those letters, I've had it.
Oh, not as long as they don't read the BMJ, or the Guardian, or the Times, or the Telegraph, or the Sun, or the Mirror, or...
You're a great help. You know all the consultants read the Sun.
Ah, come on, they can't do anything, can they?
Can't they?
Well, I suppose they can, can't they?
Duncan, I am terrified. I haven't dared answer my bleep all morning. Look, I'm going to creep back to the basement. I'll be safe in the radiology department. If anybody comes for me, I'll blast them with X-rays.
Dr. Collier.
Oh, God.
No, it's only me, but it was a good guess.
Hello.
Yes, well, as a matter of fact, I'm glad I bumped into you. We've been trying to contact you all morning.
Have you?
Isn't your bleep working?
Yes, of course it's working. No, it's not working. I don't know if... Well, if it wasn't working, it might be working. I wouldn't hear it if it was working.
No, no. Well, anyway, we'd like you to attend a little meeting this evening, 6 o'clock in the boardroom.
The boardroom?
Yes, I'll be there with representatives of the Hospital Board of Governors.
The governors?
And there'll be a couple of chaps from the BMA.
The British Medical Association?
B British, M Medical, A... By Jove, Collier, you could be right.
Is it about the letters, sir?
Yes, Doctor, it's about your letters. 6 o'clock. Sharp.
Yes.
Be there.
Of course. Well, Duncan, which is quicker, cyanide or arsenic?
Oh, come on, for Pete's sake, they'll only give you a telling off.
But the chaps from the British Medical Association are going to be there.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, they're only there for... They're only... Well... Whew. I think you're in for the high jump, me old son.
Come in. This is Dr. Collier. Dr. Collier, Sir John Hardwick, Lord Harpenden, the Reverend Victor Smythe, the hospital governors, Dr. Lanchbury, Dr. Milroy from the BMA Council. Good. So who would like to begin?
Sir, I'd like to say something.
Collier, I would have thought there's nothing left that you could possibly have to say.
Dr. Collier.
Ah, Dr. Lanchbury.
Dr. Collier.
Sir.
If I may refer you to this letter in this week's BMJ.
What letter, sir?
The one addressed to the old codgers, or more specifically, you old pair.
I imagine that means us, Dr. Ledbury.
I imagine so. Yes. We're not that old. Are we, Dr. Collier?
No, sir, not at all. You look very young.
Thank you. Anyway, the last paragraph of this letter, we have some statistics. A junior houseman, I take it that is what is meant by a young doc. Hoofs, walks, 10 miles a day.
Is it as much as that?
That's what it says.
Is it really? Well, I must say it doesn't feel like it. Still, when you're young and healthy, you need a job to keep you on the move.
But 10 miles a day.
Well, it's nothing. Nothing. It keeps me fit.
It also states that the young doc gets 35 pence per hour. How about that?
Very fair. Very fair. I didn't realise it was as much as that. Very reasonable.
It says here, bleeding disgraceful, I call it.
Well, that's his opinion.
But surely it's yours.
No, certainly not.
But your name is Dr. Paul Collier.
No, no.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. May I see the letter? Thank you. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. It's another one of those. Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, in the BMJ as well. It really is too bad.
Collier, explain.
Well, sirs, I have been the victim of a rather silly joke. Well, I think it's quite funny, but it is very silly and very irresponsible.
You're trying to tell us you didn't write these letters.
That's it, sir. That is it. I didn't write them.
And who did?
Somebody else did.
Collier, tell us the truth.
It is the truth, sir. I haven't a clue who did it.
I should certainly like to find out.
Sir, before this goes any further, I think you ought to know that I am, to an extent, responsible for the letters.
You Waring?
Yes, sir. It's as much my responsibility as Paul Collier, sir.
Collier says he's nothing to do with them.
He what?
I didn't know you were going to be bursting in here, did I?
I'm going to help you.
Waring!
Sir.
Collier, perhaps you both better step outside, decide who wrote them, and then let us know the outcome.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much.
No, come back. Gentlemen, I feel we have here a fair example of just how malignant and repulsive the system is which reduces a young doctor to this pathetic state. In an attempt to renounce his utterly justified criticism for fear of victimization. Does that sum up your situation, Collier?
Yes, sir.
Don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, sir.
Thought you were going to be carpeted, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, not. As a matter of fact, Dr. Milroy and Dr. Lansbury are among the more enlightened of the old codgers.
Thank you.
Yes, in fact, we found your statistics extremely useful.
I must say it was rather nice to find criticism tempered with a certain amount of humor. The BMJ could do with a few more laughs.
So, one up to St. Swithin's.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Waring, I hardly think you can take credit for something you weren't even prepared to sign.
No, sir.
So, Dr. Collier, if you would let us have access to your no doubt extensive research data, that would be most helpful.
Certainly, sir.
By the way, I hear that you're off to America. Perhaps with your help it'd be a good idea if you could find a good reason for you staying with us.
Well, I certainly hope so, sir. Here we are. The BMA Council's recommendations for the doctor's new pay rises. Please, fought for and achieved by the fearless oratory and selfless dedication of yours truly, Dr. Paul Collier. Thank you.
Here we go. New scheme for graded payments according to speciality of doctor.
What the hell does that mean?
Means you get paid according to how much work you did.
Oh.
Well, I should be all right then.
Yeah. Come on, who gets the loot?
Right, hang on. Anaesthetist and anaesthetist.
Yes, that's me. Come on.
40 quid a week!
That's £5 up!
With my compliments.
Hang on. Surgeons.
That's you, isn't it? Yeah.
£41 a week!
Hey! It's all on me. Now, radiologist, please.
Hang on a minute. Radiologist, new rate as a result of the survey in view of the amount of work compared with other junior hospital staff, £33 a week!
Hey! That's £2 less than I get now!